Tree Talking Time is brought to you by Conkey's Outdoors. Get all your hound hunting needs at conkeys.com. Welcome to Tree Talking Time, where we talk all things tree dogs, from the smallest fights to the largest hounds, treating squirrels to bears and everything in between. And from time to time, we might even run a little fast game. Welcome back to another episode of Tree Talking Time. This week we have the two senior division champions of UKC's Youth Nationals, both the night hunt and the bench show. The night hunt winner was Brooke Sneed, and the bench show winner was Hunter Shifflett. I had the pleasure of going to Youth Nationals and got to meet these kids and got to walk along on the final cast. I got to watch Hunter win the bench show and had a great time there. I just really want to thank UKC for allowing me to come and take photos for them. So definitely check out UKC's Smug Mug account for all the photos that I took at Youth Nationals. Speaking of UKC events, I will be at Autumn Oaks here in a couple weeks. While I'm there, I'm going to be doing some giveaways with my sponsors Full Cry and Conkey's Outdoors. So make sure you stop by the booth to enter for those giveaways. Hey, Brooke.
Hey.
You ready?
I am.
So you just won the senior division of the night hunt at Youth Nationals. How you feeling?
Yes. I feel good. Very excited.
Has it sunk in yet?
Not quite.
Well, we're about a week and a half out. I actually listened to the UKC podcast today.
Yeah.
And I think you were a little awestruck at that point.
Yeah, I was.
But I got to walk along on that cast, and I had a lot of fun. And Ep looked good.
Yeah, he did.
And,
he did.
So for all the listeners, you're hunting a dog. What's his registered name?
No Name Ep.
No Name Ep. Where in the world did that name come from?
I don't know if you've ever watched The Waltons, but it's an older show that me and my family watch all the time. Well, before we got Ep, my dad was watching the show, and there's a sheriff on there. His name's Ep Bridges.
Okay.
And Dad was like, I think I'm going to name my dog Ep. So I was like, okay. Well, we were trying to, after we got Ep, we were filling out his papers, and we were trying to find a registered name for him. And my mom and Dad were sitting in the living room trying to come up with a name, and my mom was joking around, and she said, well, it looks like he has no name. And my dad was like, yep, that's it. He has no name. So No Name Ep. That's how that came along.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So how old is Ep?
He is 2.
Okay. And how long have you been hunting with your dad?
Since I was around 10 years old.
Okay. And how old are you now?
Yeah. 14. I'll be 15 in 2 weeks.
Okay. So it's not for a super long time, but for a couple years.
Yeah. Yep.
How long have you been competing in night hunts?
Just 1 year.
Okay. Have you only done youth hunts, or do you normally compete just in regular night hunts?
I compete in regular night hunts as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else have you won?
Some just local overall youth hunts around here. Nothing too big, really. Mm-hmm. I placed 4th in the state hunt.
Okay.
Yeah. So Youth Nationals was my biggest win so far.
I'd say so. You doubled up Friday and Saturday night.
Yep.
What did Friday night look like? I heard you had an eventful cast on Friday night.
We did. I got struck in first for 100. It crossed the river. It was a big river. He treated in by himself for 125. So we swam the river. It was crazy. It was a circle tree. So came back and recut him, struck him again. Funny story, I thought I got struck in the second time for 25, but my guide and judge, Mark Brockman, he caught that and said, no, you strike in for 100 because the other dogs have carried their strike for over an hour. Anyways, he gets treed in again after the second recut and had to cross the river again. And he had the coon, the second tree, and that's what won the cast.
Well, Mark mentioned that you guys were pretty far off when you treed him in that second time, right?
We were 900 yards.
Yeah, and he said that he sounded like he was like 200 yards.
Yeah, he did. He sounded really good. You could hear him really well.
That's awesome. Yeah, Mark was talking about that the Saturday morning. He's like, yeah, I swam the river twice last night.
Yeah.
and, and I didn't realize, I didn't know who the cast was or anything because I'm not from that area, so I don't know anybody. And
Right.
but then it was funny when we withdrew out for the final cast. He was like, "This is the dog I was hunting with last night."
Yep.
So then, what your Saturday night casts look like? Your first round.
Okay, Saturday night early round. I got third strike. I had 50 strike points at the time. Some other dogs took some minus and made some circle trees. I got treed toward the end of the cast by himself for 125.
Okay.
There was another dog that was holding 75 plus, and if he would have got treed, he would have beat me, but he never ended up getting treed, so that pulled me out really good.
Nice. So you placed 9th Saturday night, and then what?
Yeah.
4th or 5th?
Friday night, 5th. I placed 5th Friday night.
But double cast wins.
Yeah.
So that puts you in the final cast early Sunday morning.
Yes, it did. The final four casts, I got struck in first in the minute. It was a hot track, so the other dogs got treed, and there was another dog that had 200. He had a coon. We went there, he had the coon. Recut him. Some more dogs treed, made some circle trees. Ed got treed with 15 minutes left of the hunt, had the coon. If it wouldn't have been for that first strike, then I don't even know if I would have won the final four. So
yeah, you're probably right.
Yep.
Because Logan was right behind you there with.
He was, yeah.
Did he? I don't remember if he had second or third strike.
I'm pretty sure he had second.
Okay.
Because he was like so close to beat me.
And actually, that dog, I forget what her name was, but she made a second tree, so she would have had a coon in that tree.
Yeah, she would have had. If we would have found that coon, she would have beaten me. Yeah.
But you were able to pull it out. You and
I was. Yeah. He done good. He worked for it, and he looked really good. I'm very proud.
Now, how far did you guys have to travel to go to Youth Nationals?
7 hours. It was 6 hours and 54 minutes away.
Okay. So it's not like you were hunting in your backyard by any means.
No, it was. It was different.
Now, what's it like where you hunt?
It's flat. It's pretty flat for most of the part. It gets hot down here though, so usually one drop and we're home. But it felt pretty good in Kentucky.
It wasn't too bad, especially Saturday/Sunday. That had cooled off a little bit. Friday was hot, a little warmer.
Yeah.
So let's hear a little bit more about Ep. Do you know how he's bred?
Yeah, he's bred off of Swag. It's a dog in Kentucky, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. We went and hunted with his dad before Ep was ever born because my dad was wanting to get a pup off of him. He looked really good. He was a really good dog, and Ep is a lot like his dad.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's a big baby. He's so sweet.
Now, did you guys get Ep as a puppy then?
Yeah, we got him as a puppy, 6 weeks old.
Okay. So you raised him and
Yeah.
trained him and everything yourself. You and your dad?
Mm-hmm. Me and my dad. Mostly my dad. I just went along.
Is he your only coonhound, or you guys have more?
I have a pup, or she's not really a pup. She's a year old, but she's not what we wanted her to be. She's not doing as well. My dad just got another pup, actually off Swag, and we just got her last weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. Has your dad been a lifelong coon hunter, or is he fairly new to the sport?
He has been a lifelong coon hunter. My papa has been taking him since he was barely old enough to walk, still in diapers.
Okay. So it's a family tradition then.
It is, yeah.
Besides Youth National, what's your favorite hunt with Ep?
We're hoping to take him to the world hunt. We've hunted some zones around here. I like hunting the zones for the world hunt. We've never made it to the world hunt, but hope to.
Okay. Have you competed in anything else other than Youth Nationals?
No, nothing
Like nothing
big.
big?
Not myself, just some local
Has,
hunts.
has your dad?
My dad, no, he just hunts the zones. We haven't made it past there yet, so
Mm-hmm.
no.
Gotcha. Now, you said you've been hunting for a couple years, and what were you hunting before EP?
I had a dog named Wagner. He was probably one of the best we've had. I miss him. He had cancer, so we put him down. I think it was close to 3 years ago. But we
Okay.
hunted him a lot. We never took him. We competition, or my dad did, hunted him in some competition hunts, but never took him to anything big.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a good dog.
Was he a trading walker as well?
Yeah, he was a tree walker.
Do you have a good story about hunting with Wagner then?
Ooh, it's been a long time since I've hunted with him. I just remember hunting with him as long as I can remember. He was the first dog that got me into it. So if it wasn't for him, I don't know if I'd be hunting.
What did you like about him?
He was just good all around. Like everything about him was good. He was a good coon dog. He was a good family dog. He was a hard tree dog.
Mm-hmm. What's the biggest difference between Wagner and EP?
Ep goes deeper. He likes to go.
Okay.
Wagner wouldn't go as deep. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
I just want to say thanks to my dad. You know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to experience all this, and for him being able to take me places and be in it with me.
Mm-hmm. Your dad was very proud that night. I got to see the look on his face, and he was very proud of you and EP, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you guys have a bright future ahead of you. You plan on continuing to hunt in youth hunts?
I do, yeah.
I'm sure if people are paying attention, they'll see you in the winner circle some more.
I hope so.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming on tonight. Conkeys Outdoors is proud to be a sponsor of Tree Talking Time. Family, hunting, tradition is the Conkeys motto. They understand the importance of passing down the tradition of hound hunting. They are a family-owned business that treats you like family. They also understand the importance of having the gear you need when you need it. Conkeys carries everything for your next hunt, and it ships to your door quick. They also offer great warranties on all tracking systems and financing options. Check them out at conkeys.com. You can also use the code TreeTalkingTime5 in all caps to save as well. Hey, Hunter.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing pretty good.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
So how'd you get started showing then?
An older gentleman gave me a dog. He's Razor Ridge riding solo. He was my first dog I had granted. He was a champion when I got him, and I took him to a few local shows and granted him. We went to South Boston here in Virginia for the BBCHA Spring Roundup.
Okay. Was he a blue tick then?
Okay. Blue Tick Breeders and Coon Hunters Association.
No, but I'm saying that hound. Was he a blue tick then?
Oh, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my first major event. And then I said I wanted to stick with showing, and I put a post out on Facebook asking for a national blue tick to show, national level blue tick to show.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody told me to get in touch with Whitney.
Okay.
Killer out of Cabot, Arkansas.
Gotcha. How long ago was that?
That was probably 2.5, 3 years ago. I started showing 3 years ago, so probably closer to 2.5.
Gotcha. So you started showing high level pretty quickly then?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
I still go to a couple local shows and like the little clubs around the house. We still go there.
Well, you say that, but you've got some pretty stiff competition showing up at the local clubs around the house.
I do.
I've been to one of those. I come to one of those local events every year, and I've watched the competition there. You've got quite a few dogs that have won on a national level right in your backyard.
Yes, sir. I'm right here. We call it show country.
Yeah.
A lot of the major dogs were right here in the same area.
Because you've got the Woodwards with their plots.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Beth Jenkins and her walkers. Who else you got around you that's shows a lot?
It's the Hogans. They come down
Yep.
from Pennsylvania.
Yep.
They're my home club.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of people travel to my home club, Orange County Coon Hunters Association.
Yep.
That's who holds the Dixie Classic and
Yep.
all those events.
Which, obviously I recorded a podcast there this past year with, a couple of the officers from APA. But, the Dixie Classic, what started out as only a bench show, now you have confirmation shows there. And like I said, it's impressive, some of the competition you guys get, the caliber of dogs you guys get at that event.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And you do pretty well. I've seen some pictures of you winning some stuff there. Because usually I'm down at the bear events, so I don't always see all the show stuff. But
we this year I just got into bear hunting, and we had some dogs at the bear events, and I was showing, and I had family and friends helping with the bear event, and I missed out on all the bear events because I was showing in confirmation.
Yeah.
But it all worked out.
Very good. So how did you get involved in coonhounds in general?
My dad used to bear hunt before I was born, and when I was born, he got out of it. And I always begged for hounds. And then my dad, his father hunted rabbits. He had rabbit dogs, and that's what my dad grew up on.
Okay.
And we were younger, and Dad said, "Well, I'll get you a few rabbit dogs." So we started out with rabbit dogs, and we did that for quite a while. And then I started hunting with an older gentleman here in the county, Irvin Shifflett.
Okay.
And he's the one that actually gave me my first dog, Solo.
Nice.
And then he was a bench show champion when I got him. And I hunted him, and he's retired now. He's getting up in age, but he's the one that got it all started for me.
There you go. How many show dogs do you have?
I have 3 right now at the house.
Okay.
3 main just show dogs. I do have like a few of my hunting dogs. I show them every once in a while, but
gotcha.
When I try, I have 3 main ones.
So you've got you seem to have more blue ticks than anything else, right?
Yes, sir. Blue ticks is my breed. That's I always say that's where my heart is.
Gotcha.
Even as a little kid, I always liked the looks of blue ticks.
Gotcha.
So that's what I've always stuck with. And I have 2 blue tick show dogs. I have Rockin' W's Look at Me.
Mm-hmm. That's who you just won Youth Nationals with? Yes,
sir. And then I have Rockin' W's I'll Fly Away, and I call her Glory.
Okay.
She's a champion on the bench. And then I have a Plot male dog. I've bench show him, and I do water races and field trials with him.
I've seen him. I don't think I've ever seen Luke until Youth Nationals.
Yes, sir. I showed him one time at the Beat the Heat Championship.
Okay.
He club. And then I showed him at Youth Nationals.
Gotcha. Whatever happened to that female? Do you still have that female you got from Aaron and Chris?
Ghost, I do.
Yeah. Because you showed her quite a bit.
I showed her. She's almost a confirmation champion. She needs 5 more points to be a bench show champion. And let's see. She's already a field champion.
Nice.
She was the one I was pushing in the confirmation ring and the field trials.
Mm-hmm. So. I like her spot.
A lot of confirmation. I like the bench shows more, but I will show confirmation.
Okay. For somebody like me who does not know the difference, what is the difference?
Confirmation, it's all off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Like how they move, like how they gate. It's more for their structure, like their build, and just putting everything together.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
And she moves really nice on the ground. So
nice.
She's She's a little wild on the bench, but she's a hunting dog, and she's wired to go.
I bet. I know some of the dogs she's related to, and some of them are wired.
Yes, sir.
But then they've got some pretty nice show dogs, too.
Yes, sir. I have another one off of him. He just turned a year old, and I'm starting to work with him on the bench now. So hopefully, before long, he'll hit the show ring, and he's going to be a bear dog and like that.
Who's he off of?
Let's see. He's off of Django.
And Daisy?
And yes, Daisy.
Yeah, okay. He's got a litter mate that's, I know, treeing some bears.
Yes, sir. He's very gamey.
Well, good.
I'm very pleased with how he's acting.
Good. Well, let's talk a little bit about Youth Nationals.
Okay.
That's a little bit of a ride for you. How long did it take you to get there?
It was 8 hours.
Okay. I kind of figured it was a little bit of a ride because, like I said, it's 10 for me, so.
We left Friday evening, and my grandfather, he drove most of the way. And then we stopped in West Virginia, got a hotel room, and then got up early Saturday morning and drove the rest of the way.
Mm-hmm. So you and your sister both showed?
We did.
Now, does your sister show, or does she have her own dogs, or does she show yours?
She does have one English dog, but she doesn't show her.
Mm-hmm.
She normally shows one of mine.
Okay.
Showed my plot down at Youth Nationals.
Yeah. You had some pretty stiff competition in the 17-year-old class.
I did.
I know Chloe Gibson, who won third, she just won black and tan days.
She did.
Because I was there, and I don't know, I got to take her picture there. And that black and tan female she's got's real nice.
It is very nice female.
So, but yeah, you guys had quite a few very nice dogs, and I would say not even just the 17-year-old class. There was quite a few age classes at Youth Nationals that were very tough. Even a couple of the junior classes, you had some very good handlers for being, 9, 10 years old.
Yes, sir.
And then obviously your class, I would say everybody there has been showing for at least a little while, because everyone in that 17-year-old class could handle a dog better than I can on a bench, that's for sure. So I was very impressed.
The senior division was very tough.
Yeah, and then when you guys came back, it was just as tough in the seniors division.
It was.
I asked Kayla to tell me who she was going to pick, and instead of telling me who she was going to pick, she asked me, who do you think? I'm like, I don't know.
It was hot.
It was. That sun just, it was like 5 o'clock by the time you guys showed, probably pushing maybe even after 5. Sun was beating down on us. Those benches were black and were definitely warm on the dogs' feet. A lot of those dogs were dancing, so it took some good handling.
It was. I just kept trying to talk to mine and just get him to push through it, and he did. He handled the heat very well. I know I was hot and I was ready to be done, so I can only imagine he was hot and himself.
I was joking with somebody. I said, I don't think I've ever been jealous of a dog, but I was jealous of this one dog during that show because it was sitting in the shade with a fan blowing on it, and I'm out there sweating in the sun.
I kept a fan on mine, and then I was like, well, I got a fan on him. I need a fan on myself.
I don't blame you. You looked a little warm.
Yes, sir.
So has your big win sunk in?
It has. I'm speechless about it. It's been a show I've wanted to win or just wanted to place at for ever since I started showing.
Yeah.
And my last year, my birthday was actually this past Tuesday, August 1st.
Yep, I noticed that. And I was, you had mentioned while we were there that you were about to age out, but I didn't realize how close to aging out you were.
It was my last one, and I was like, I just wanted to win my age category, just to say I won that, and just to see everything come together at the end. It was nice.
Yeah, definitely. So what other plans do you have for showing? Now, obviously, Youth Nationals is no longer on your radar, but What else would you like to show and hopefully win?
Both my female blue tick and my male blue tick, Luke and Glory, they both qualified to show at the World this year.
Okay.
We will be going to Autumn Oaks Labor Day weekend.
Good deal. See you there.
Whitney Killo, the woman that owns the dog, I co-own both of them.
Mm-hmm.
She will be on Luke for me at Autumn Oaks this year.
Gotcha.
And I'll show them in confirmation on Thursday. I still can show in junior showmanship and confirmation. We can show in that until we turn 19.
Gotcha.
So we can 18-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
It will be my last Autumn Oaks I can show in junior showmanship.
Very nice. So for the World show, are you taking them or is Whitney?
I will show them at the World.
Okay.
She'll be showing her too, and I'll show my two.
Very nice. Any plans other than that?
Just have fun and do a little traveling.
There you go.
I'm not sure where else we have. Most of the time, I take it week by week. I'm either dogs or I have a pulling tractor also.
Okay.
So we're always somewhere doing something. It's either a dog show or at the track pulls.
Yeah, no kidding. That'll keep you busy. Heck, I know people that just pull tractors and they have a pretty full schedule.
Mm-hmm. We do a lot of traveling with that, so
you need to find shows that coincide. Same where you can maybe pull your tractor at 10 o'clock in the morning and go show your dog at 5 o'clock in the evening, or vice versa, or something. Cut down on that gas.
Yes, sir.
But, well, Hunter, I really appreciate you coming on here. Anything else you want to say?
I'd just like to thank, my family for, taking me everywhere and doing the countless sleepless nights traveling. And then I'd like to thank Katie and Jason Woodward. They've helped me a lot. They've taken me under their wing, taken me to shows, just answered my countless questions. Been great role models for me to look up to. And then, of course, I'd like to thank Whitney. She put these two amazing dogs in my hands. And I just can't thank her enough for that.
Yep, definitely. All righty, Hunter. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Tree Talkin' Media. And until next time, keep them talking in the timber.